guys, welcome back to Main Street Living. Now, for you viewers out there, and also for you two, Valerie and Cheryl, quick quiz. How many of you loved history in high school? Hmm? Oh, one. Okay. All right. Well, since you said yes, Valerie,
I
then,
did this.
well, we've got just the program for you, right?
Well, we
I like
sure
it
do.
now. Yes.
I'm with you. I like it now, but back in the day. And you know why? It's in part because I didn't have something like we're going to talk about today. Because New Orleans, Louisiana, is the home of the National World War II Museum. And it hosts a history competition for high schoolers every year. And Kelly Goodner is here to tell us all about it. Welcome, Kelly.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's wonderful to have you here. So let's start with the National World War II Museum. That's a hard thing to say, but can you tell us about the museum?
Yes. So as you mentioned, we're located in New Orleans, Louisiana, and we focus on telling the story of the American experience during the war, both in the European and Pacific theaters of war, but also on the home front here back in the States. And so we don't just focus on the fighting or the manufacturing, but we also talk about the Double Victory campaign and Japanese American incarceration and so much more.
I think as we get older, we have a better respect for history because, as Valerie was saying, when we were in high school, I think we were more focused on other things. I mean, for me, I was looking at my crush across the classroom rather than listening to the teacher. So it's great that we're doing this now, and you offer a variety of educational programs at the museum. So tell us about some of those.
We do. So the museum offers programs for both students and teachers locally and nationally. So we host field trips over Zoom as well as in person and on-site at the museum. Every summer, we host students and teachers for a variety of programs, professional development, but also Student Leadership Academy and Normandy Academy, where students will come to the World War II Museum for a couple days, and then we take them to Normandy, France. So that's really exciting. We also are the sponsor for Louisiana History Day, and also we host a high school quiz bowl competition.
Wow. Wow, all these cool things. And I understand that the annual high school quiz bowl has been going on for almost 20 years. Why host a competition and what's it like?
So it's really become a well-loved annual tradition for high schools here in Southeast Louisiana. It's fun, it's educational, and it promotes the study of World War II to our students. And they also get to experience teamwork. And again, because we film it and put it on Cox, or Eureview, so many people, adults can see it as well that don't necessarily come to the competition. So the prelim round is more like a trivia night almost. Students compete for 6 rounds. They write down their answers, 10 questions each round, and then they're scored by museum staff. And then for the final round, it's a really exciting, fast-paced buzzer round competition where the teams will buzz in, and it's just the top 2 teams each year.
Oh, see, if you make it fun like that and make it trivia, quiz, gamify it, then I'm good with that. So let's pretend you're talking to high school Cheryl and high school Valerie. Why is it important for us high schoolers and students to be familiar with the history of World War II? Make us want to learn.
Right. So World War II was one of the defining events of the 20th century, and it was one of the most destructive conflicts in human history, but it also brought out some of the best in humanity as far as selflessness, heroism, ingenuity, leadership. This legacy, both good and bad, still continues to shape the world today. So one of the prelim rounds of Quiz Bowl this year was STEM in World War II. And so many of the technological advances that were developed during the war or improved during the war still affect our lives today, such as radar, pressurized airplanes, penicillin. So it's a really exciting subject to learn more about.
You know, I love hearing you talk about all that. One of my uncles was in the segregated troops in World War II. And not that long ago, I used to go to the Czech Republic and spend time in one of the former concentration camps.
Wow.
So I'm wondering, what do you think students get out of the competition besides a better understanding of World War II history?
Well, I think it's a really fun opportunity for the students that don't necessarily, they might not want to go play football, but they still want to compete in something. Or it's a fun way to still work as a team, join a team, be competitive. And then, yeah, you get to dive deeper into a topic that you're interested about. And then, of course, you get to show off all your skills and knowledge on a bigger stage, which I know when I was in high school, I would have been excited about it.
Oh, yes. It's so much fun. And we here at YourView, we're big fans of the Quiz Bowl. In fact, the preliminary round show is running right now on YourView in Louisiana and Florida. And we will also be televising the final round on April 20th. So tell us, how are teams prepping? Because it's got to be a little nerve-wracking.
Oh yeah, it's definitely got to be intense especially these last two teams that are competing. So there's a wide variety of ways. Some high schools actually have World War II elective classes that they can take, history classes, but also there's of course documentaries, reading books, and then of course visiting the National World War II Museum.
Which I actually have been to, which is a pretty cool place. So, yeah. So how can viewers find out more about the National World War II Museum's education programs and the Quiz Bowl?
Absolutely. So all of our information is available on our website. And so you can keep an eye out here on all of our upcoming programs. We open applications for Student Leadership Academy, Normandy Academy, and our Teacher PD in the fall. And then also we have free resources available year round. And this includes our oral history collection, our digital distance learning archive, so webinars that we've recorded, things like that. And so it's really a great resource for anybody. And then, of course, Quiz Bowl is on there as well.
Yes, Kelly. Wow. Thank you so much. And once again, for our viewers in Louisiana and Florida, don't forget, tune in April 20th, 7 p.m. local time to see which team will win the Quiz Bowl championship. And don't worry, if you're not in one of those markets, the show will also be on YourView on the YouTube channel, April 21st. So you got to watch that. Good stuff.
And coming up next, volunteers are changing lives in Las Vegas.